Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Jones. And his pass incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
This is a counter play. Eckler. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll get this to Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jones now on first and 10. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And shutting him off, now open field. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 15 of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
My 50, my 50. Get that quarterback. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Hey, Haywood. Hurry up.
Jones Operating from the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Give him 32 on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Henry's got it out on the left side. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On second and 12, Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, you know?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
A first down carry for Barkley. Avoids him at the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
57 to Mike. Hey, orbit. 57 to Mike.
Now Jones on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rhett Allison, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Let's go. Check. 53 to Mike. Check. 50. Ready?
Here's Jones to throw again. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the gun on third down, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Go. Mike, 53. Hey. 5-7. Coming to you. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Flush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Throwing on second and long. Jones into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's got daylight. The 40. 30. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Eckler, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check. Switch.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A very solid gain of 27. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, foxtrot. In your face. Fight.
Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. He's going to launch this thing. Wait it. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Rosas good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Yeah, that's how we do, G.
Loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And it's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
I know we're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Got an open man, it's Burnett. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Shoot. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Corey Coleman. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. O'Shane Ximines. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That one looks like he'll throw here. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey.
Ready? On the run, it's Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. The 3rd down run gets them nothing. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a 1st down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the 1st down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the 1st down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Back.
On 4th down, Jones. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 50. Stay with your man. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So a victory here for the men in blue.